The Golden State Warriors have already had a ridiculous offseason. They bid farewell to Klay Thompson and Chris Paul, but they welcomed DeAnthony Melton, Kyle Anderson, and Buddy Hield. However, the work is still not complete. For the past few weeks, the Warriors have been looking to upgrade the roster even more. Utah Jazz big man Lauri Markkanen has become a hot topic in trade rumors, and one of the teams at the forefront of those conversations is none other than the Dubs. Markkanen's ability to stretch the floor with his sharpshooting makes him the perfect second option on a team that already has Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and many up-and-coming young players. So, in today's video, we're going to discuss how Lauri Markkanen's presence alongside Steph and Draymond could reinvigorate the Warriors' title chances while also planning for a post-Curry era. Guys, thanks for checking out the Half Court Report today. My name is Troy. Do me a solid and like this video and subscribe as well. It really helps out the channel. I am coming at you with some of the freshest NBA content that you're going to find on YouTube. So by all accounts, the Jazz are open to listening to offers for Markkanen, but it is going to be a steep price for their star big man. Markkanen has spent the last two seasons with Utah and emerged as a reliable number one option for that team. He earned his first All-Star appearance in 2023 and was named the NBA's most improved player as well, after averaging a career high of nearly 26 points. He appeared in 55 games this past season, averaging 23.2 points and 8.2 rebounds, while shooting the absolute cover off the ball. Needless to say, his value on the market is very, very high. And with Klay Thompson headed to the Mavericks on a 3-year, $50 million contract, the Warriors need to fill the void left by his departure and all that he can do in terms of shooting and spreading the floor. This makes acquiring Markkanen even more critical. According to Francisco Leiva at Fadeaway World, adding Markkanen to the Warriors lineup would be a smooth transition. His ability to stretch the floor complements Steph's playmaking and his scoring. Markkanen's presence would provide the necessary spacing for Steph while also enhancing the team's offensive versatility. Draymond Green's defense and playmaking would pair well with Markkanen's scoring too, and that would create a well-rounded frontcourt. The Warriors' recent offseason moves show their strategy is to still stay competitive in a very tough Western Conference. They've been exploring various trade options and managing their salary cap very effectively. And with Chris Paul's contract off the books, Golden State is balancing their roster while staying under the luxury tax threshold. And that is very important in today's NBA because you get so many penalties when you go above those certain luxury tax aprons. According to Michael Scotto of Hoops Hype, Utah would only be willing to deal away Lauri Markkanen in exchange for a similar package to the one the New York Knicks sent to the Brooklyn Nets to acquire swingman Mikal Bridges. The Knicks sent 5 first-round picks and an unprotected pick swap in that blockbuster deal. But one thing the Nets don't have that the Warriors do have is young, talented players on valuable contracts. And that's something that would be very appealing to the Utah Jazz. Most notably, players Jonathan Kuminga and Brandon Podziemski. New reports say the Jazz are very interested in Podziemski, the second-year guard, who finished his impressive rookie season with averages of 9 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 38% shooting from 3. One proposed deal from Peter O'Keefe at Blue Man Hoop would send Markkanen to the Warriors for Brandon Podziemski, the contracts of Gary Payton II and Kevon Looney, and a boatload of picks. First-rounders in 2025 and 2028, and pick swaps in 2027 and 2029. As good as Podziemski was in his rookie year, he probably doesn't hold the high-end upside that Kuminga does, and therefore presents less risk in making the franchise regret it in the coming years. That would leave the Warriors with a quartet of Lauri Markkanen, Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, and Trace Jackson-Davis. A very nice young core that would likely ensure those picks don't convey into top-tier lottery selections. Payton and Looney Hey, they've given a lot to this Warriors franchise, and they are fan favorites, but their outgoing salaries would be needed to make this deal work, and I think their veteran presence would be helpful to a rebuilding Utah team. Plus, Peyton is now one of a glut of shooting guards on the roster with the addition of DeAnthony Melton and Buddy Hield, and that suggests his time with Golden State may be coming to an end. Kevon Looney saw a steep decline last year as Trayce Jackson-Davis developed into a really nice big man. And then the addition of Kyle Anderson, who can play that 3 spot, that 4 spot, or maybe some small ball 5, also presents another option in the front court for Golden State. So while it would be difficult to see Pods depart, this is certainly a deal Golden State should consider in giving them a potential starting 5 of Steph Curry, Andrew Wiggins, Jonathan Kuminga, Lauri Markkanen, and Draymond Green. Off the bench, you'd have Trayce Jackson-Davis, Kyle Anderson, DeAnthony Melton, Buddy Hield, and Moses Moody. That is a stacked team. And folks, that's a team that would compete with anybody in the Western Conference. This Lauri Markkanen addition is just too good for the Warriors to pass up. And yeah, I know it hurts giving up a young player like Podziemski, but when you weigh him against Markkanen, do you think he's ever going to be at the level that Markkanen is? Do you ever see Podziemski as an all-star down the line? As good as he is, I really don't. I think there's too many names ahead of him. And when you look at where Podziemski was drafted at number 19, trading the number 19 pick and some filler for Lauri Markkanen is just too sweet of a deal to pass up. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments. If you've watched this far, make sure you drop a like for the YouTube algorithm and hit that subscribe button too. Check out my pinned comment, and hey, since you're here, you must be a Warriors fan. I recently did a video about Kyle Anderson joining the Warriors. So I've watched Kyle Anderson for a long time. I'm very familiar with his game. I'm very familiar how much of a connective piece he can be on a contending team, and I love this move for the Warriors. I went very in-depth into what he can bring to a team, so make sure you check out that video. Let me know what you think, and I will catch you next time on the Half Court Report. Have a great day.